extraterrestrial life? That's a question that has been echoing in the minds of humans for centuries. A question that has led to a myriad of science fiction stories, and a question that remains largely unanswered. The concept of life beyond our earthly realm, of civilizations perhaps far advanced than ours, is a mystery that both baffles and fascinates us. We gaze into the cosmos, our eyes filled with wonder and curiosity, yearning for answers to our countless questions. Are we alone? Are there other beings out there looking back at us from light years away? These questions drive our endless pursuit of knowledge, our relentless exploration of the universe. The idea of extraterrestrial life stirs our imagination, fuels our scientific endeavors, and shapes our understanding of our place in the cosmos. The possibility of not being alone in the universe has led to a pertinent question. How do we communicate with these alien life forms? Communication has always been the foundation of human society. It is our primary tool for understanding and connecting. It's a universal truth as certain as the stars in the night sky. But when it comes to communicating with beings not of this earth, the task becomes infinitely more complex. Consider this: the languages we speak, the gestures we use, the expressions we wear. They're all products of our shared human experience, shaped by our history, our environment, and our culture. But what happens when we encounter a life form that has evolved in a completely different environment, with a completely different set of experiences? How do we bridge that gap? Let's think about the universal elements of communication. Math, for instance, is often touted as a universal language. It's the language of patterns, of logic, of the fundamental laws that govern our universe. Wherever you go in the cosmos, 2 plus 2 will always equal 4. Then there is music, the language of emotions, a universal medium that transcends cultural and linguistic boundaries. But here's the catch. While these elements may be universal to us, we can't assume they'll be universal to extraterrestrial life forms. An alien civilization might not perceive sound the same way we do, or they might not have any concept of numbers. So we need to think outside our human box. We need to consider that the ways we communicate might not be the only ways or even the best ways. We need to be open to the possibility of entirely new forms of communication, forms that we can't even begin to imagine with our current understanding of the universe. And yet, despite these challenges, the prospect of communicating with extraterrestrial life is incredibly exciting. It would be the ultimate test of our ability to understand and connect, to transcend our human limitations and reach out to the cosmos. So if we are to communicate with aliens, we need a universal language. But what could that be? The Rosetta Stone deciphered ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. Could there be a cosmic Rosetta Stone for alien languages? Imagine, if you will, that we're not alone in this vast cosmic ocean. Somewhere out there, light years away, there might be intelligent entities, gazing at the same stars, pondering the same questions. How do we reach out to them? What language do we speak? Is there a universal translator, a cosmic Rosetta Stone, that could bridge the gap between earthly tongues and extraterrestrial dialects? Let's delve deeper into the possibilities. What if the answer lies not in words, but in numbers? Indeed, mathematics might be the most universal language of all. After all, 2 plus 2 equals 4, whether you're on Earth or on a distant exoplanet in the Andromeda Galaxy. But it's not just simple arithmetic that could serve as our universal language. Consider the fundamental constants of the universe, such as the speed of light or Planck's constant. These are the same everywhere, immutable and unchanging, regardless of where you are or who you are. They form the bedrock of the physical laws that govern our universe, a language that any sufficiently advanced civilization would surely understand and recognize. But there's a catch. It's one thing to recognize these constants, quite another to use them to communicate complex thoughts, ideas, and emotions. How do you convey love, fear, or curiosity using the gravitational constant, or express joy and sorrow with the help of the speed of light? This is the challenge we face as we embark on this quest to find a cosmic Rosetta Stone. It's a fascinating journey, one that takes us to the intersection of linguistics, mathematics, and physics, pushing the boundaries of our understanding and challenging our preconceived notions. Mathematics and physics might be the Rosetta Stone we're looking for, but how do we use them to communicate? We're just at the beginning, and there's a universe of possibilities waiting to be discovered. Imagine you are at a cosmic party and you bump into an alien. What do you say? Well, it's not as simple as just saying hello. You'd need to find a common language, a universal translator of sorts. And no, we're not talking about some Star Trek gadget. We're talking about using universal constants, things that are consistent throughout the universe, as a basis for communication. Take the Voyager Golden records, for instance. These time capsules, launched into space in the late 70s, carry sounds and images illustrating the diversity of life and culture on Earth. They're inscribed with a series of universal symbols designed to be understood by any extraterrestrial intelligence that might find them. These symbols reference the fundamental constants of physics, like the transition of a hydrogen atom, hoping that these constants would be recognized by beings from other worlds. Then there's the Arecibo message. Sent out in 1974, this radio message was a 3-minute-long series of pulses, designed to be interpretable as a set of images. The message included the numbers 1 to 10, atomic numbers of elements important to life, a graphic of our solar system, and even a rough figure of a human. The idea was to send out a basic representation of who we are and where we come from, in a form that could be understood universally. But it's not just about sending messages. It's about listening too. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence, or SETI, is an ongoing effort to detect signals from advanced civilizations. They're listening for patterns, signs of intelligence that could be the cosmic equivalent of a hello. So, how do we talk to aliens? We start with what we know to be true across the universe. We use symbols, sounds, and patterns. We listen, we seek, and we reach out, hoping that somewhere out there, someone is doing the same. These techniques are our first steps into cosmic conversation, but there's more to learn. We've taken our first steps, but where do we go from here? Our journey into the realm of intergalactic communication has just begun, and the road ahead teems with exciting possibilities. As we stand on the precipice of this new frontier, we can't help but look toward the horizon, where advancements in technology and our understanding of the universe promise to revolutionize our ability to converse with extraterrestrial life. One of the most promising areas of development lies in the realm of radio technology. Today, our radio signals extend about 200 light-years into space, but imagine a future where our reach is not hundreds, but thousands or even millions of light-years. This would dramatically increase our chances of making contact, allowing our messages to reach distant corners of the cosmos. But sending signals into the great beyond is only half the battle. We also need to be able to interpret any responses we might receive. This is where advancements in artificial intelligence come into play. Future AI could be designed to analyze patterns and frequencies in incoming signals, identifying potential messages from extraterrestrial beings. This would not only speed up the process of decoding messages, but could also help us understand languages and communication forms that are completely alien to us. Moreover, advancements in quantum computing could lead to a new era of super-efficient, super-fast communication. This technology could, in theory, allow us to send and receive messages almost instantaneously, regardless of the distance. However, as we look to the future, we must also consider the ethical implications of our actions. How do we ensure that our attempts to communicate are respectful and considerate? What happens if we encounter a civilization far more advanced than our own, or one that is just taking its first steps into the cosmos? These are complex questions, and we don't have all the answers. But as we venture forth into this uncharted territory, we do so with an insatiable curiosity and a profound respect for the vastness of the universe. While the future is uncertain, one thing is clear: our quest for cosmic conversation continues. So, we've explored the potential techniques for communicating with aliens, but there's one final thought to consider. In our quest to reach out, Have we paused to ponder the ethical implications and potential risks? We yearn to unlock the secrets of the universe, but what if those secrets are not ours to unlock? We're eager for cosmic camaraderie, yet we must remember that not every civilization may share our peaceful intentions. Moreover, what if our message, intended as a beacon of peace, is misconstrued? Communication is a tricky business, even among our own species. When we add the alien factor, the potential for misunderstanding skyrockets. And what about the risk of exposing our existence to hostile entities? The universe is vast, and we can't assume that all its inhabitants will bear goodwill. As we stare into the cosmos, we must remember that our voice may not only be heard, but it may also echo back to us with an answer we may or may not be ready for.